Kamene, do you know if 1 billion is used somewhere, you'd actually know.
You'll see it.
That 1 billion actually passed here.
Unaona tu.
Hapa kulikuwa na 1B. Okay? 4.5 B every single day. You understand? At 4.5, listen, still bed capacities to date, if corona was to hit us the way it hit other countries,
it's still down.
We could not even, one of the reasons why one day we could not open the country and the borders is like a county like Siaya had only 9 beds, ICU beds. All right? Then the big story came out. There were countries that only had, Siaya was even, at least had 9.
Yeah.
There are countries that had only 2, 0, nothing. You understand?
4.5 billion every single day. And the health workers that were on the front line on this fight against COVID are still striking because they haven't been paid. Na mnachukua 4.5 billion every day. What is happening?
Let me tell you, mask is a thing that some people have not even seen to date, to this moment.
Na mulichukua 4.5.
Forget about even the 4.5. There are even masks and PPEs that were actually sent as a donation.
Zikapotea, zikauzwa. I can't.
I don't know if you really get it. I don't know if you really get what we mean. We mean that billions, there are people who have become billionaires because of corona. Kuna watu tu wametengeneza pesa yenye, it's generational wealth to them.
And they have made that money. But guess who has to pay that debt back?
Of course, yes, us, the taxpayers. Kenya took 4.5 billion loan every day. Now, this is the financial hold. With the COVID-19 curve starting to flatten way earlier than predicted and at levels far below projected numbers, the country is emerging on the other end of the crisis with a monumental bill and a battered economy. Soon the tough question must be asked: did the scenario builders, policymakers, mandarins, and the treasury get it all wrong? And can the billions of shillings borrowed in the name of coronavirus be fully accounted for?
First of all, as it was, okay, we got into this 2020, Kenya ni nchi ya deni, na bonge la deni. So as it stands, we already had a huge debt. Huge. Yani, our debt was massive. It was monumental.
We were already in the holes.
We were deep. Yani, hata hatuoni huko nje. And then
corona showed up.
And then they took 4.5 billion every single day of corona.
Now let me put that to you in perspective. Corona came, and Kenya, the poor country that we are, you understand, the third world country that we are, the very vulnerable country that we are, we went out there and said, you know what, if this thing comes, we are all dead, and we don't have capacity.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
We don't have capacity to deal with coronavirus. So we want to call out anybody who has money to please. So from EU, ADB, everywhere.
Saidia,
USAID, everywhere. Even countries that also had corona were also sending money our way. So if everything that we borrowed and the period that it's been running is put together, it's like we were borrowing 4.5 billion every day.
Health workers are still on strike. Hospital beds are still kidogo, as in... But as these billions were being taken, please know that it is you and I who are going to pay. So as we try and survive the Rona, can we also start looking for this money? Because if you do the calculations, we probably, or give or take, probably just roughly around 300,000.
Now listen,
per person.
Can you imagine? 7 trillion is what Kenya owes both external and local lenders after COVID-19 borrowing spree. 7 trillion. The amount that was sent to the counties, what the counties received, was 13 billion of the 7 trillion.
So where are all of the other hundreds of billions and thousands of billions?
Kwa mfuko tu za watu. Can you imagine? You really
Nani atalipa hii by the?
You know, for a very long time, I used to look at Kagwe differently as a man who was coming to clean up and streamline everything. And then I don't know what he has to say about all this. I don't know if his PSs, I have to say, I don't know what the president himself can say about this.
Can I tell you something? Most of these people might probably not even be alive by the time we have to start paying this off. I don't even want to think what we owe the Chinese as is right now and how that is being paid off. But my biggest question is, considering, you know, mi ufikiria, Jalas, considering it's us who are going to have to pay off this debt, considering it's us who are going to have to live in this country, considering it's us who have nowhere else to go other than this, our home, considering it's us who are going to pay off this money, why was I never consulted? Mbona mtu angenishow tu
There should have been a bit of public participation.
Just ask.
But I don't think.
Waseme tu,
I don't think.
We need, tunaona hatuna do, so kuna venye we need to raise this money. Tuseme haya basi, how much do you need to raise? We're looking for 100 billion. Kidogo tu, naona tunaweza changa hapa hivi katikati yetu. Just hold on 1 minute. We're the ones who have to pay, but the administration didn't even care enough.
Do you know something?
Let us know.
What I'm actually thinking now, that if this money we borrowed was well utilized, we were able to go for a complete lockdown. Everybody would have had food for, say, a month.
Boss.
And the curve would have flattened.
Kitambo.
It could have been a case of no one is leaving their houses. Food is being provided to every single person every single day. You understand?
Munalipa health workers.
Kazi munalipa kila kitu and everything. Kenya would have been corona free. But now, why did we take even too long to even open borders? Because the more we were locked out and everything, the more money we could have borrowed.